And before we begin, if Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This statement carries a profound truth. Our perception shapes our reality. The way we think influences how we react to challenges, how we handle adversity, and ultimately, how we live our lives. But while Stoicism teaches us to cultivate resilience, discipline, and inner peace, modern life often leads us away from these principles. Without even realizing it, many of us develop habits that contradict Stoic wisdom, habits that erode our tranquility, make us more reactive, and trap us in cycles of negativity. These behaviors might seem harmless at first, but over time, they pull us further away from the calm, rational mindset that the Stoics embraced. Today, we're going to explore 7 anti-Stoic habits that could be silently shaping your daily life. These are the patterns of thought and action that keep you from achieving true inner peace. More importantly, we'll discuss how to break free from them and realign yourself with the Stoic path. You want more content like this? Follow us. We are posting daily to help you on your journey of personal growth. 1. Complaining about things outside your control. Imagine you're at a picnic. The sun is shining, the food is great, and everyone is enjoying themselves. Suddenly, dark clouds gather and rain begins to fall. Some people laugh, pack up, and move inside. Others let it ruin their entire day, complaining about the bad luck, the weather, and their soaked clothes. This is a perfect example of how people react to things beyond their control. Life, much like the weather, is unpredictable. You cannot dictate every event that happens, but you can always control how you respond to it. Complaining about what you cannot change is not only useless, it drains your energy, fuels negativity, and keeps you stuck in frustration. The Stoics emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what isn't. Epictetus advised us to always ask ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? If it isn't, there's no point in wasting energy on it. Think about a workplace scenario. You probably know someone who constantly complains about company decisions, leadership changes, or new policies. Instead of adapting or seeking solutions, they choose to focus on what frustrates them. This not only affects their own productivity and well-being, but also spreads negativity to those around them. A Stoic approach to dealing with unwanted situations is to shift your perspective. Instead of complaining, ask yourself, how can I adapt? Or what can I learn from this? By choosing to focus on solutions instead of problems, you reclaim your power and maintain your peace of mind, no matter what life throws your way. 2. Seeking external validation. You've just finished an important project after weeks of hard work. Instead of feeling proud of your accomplishment, you find yourself constantly checking for approval, likes, comments, praise from colleagues. Or maybe you bought a new outfit, and rather than wearing it because it makes you feel good, you're seeking compliments to feel reassured about your choice. In today's world, external validation is everywhere. Social media platforms thrive on our craving for approval, making it easy to measure our self-worth in likes, shares, and followers. But relying on others to determine our value is a dangerous habit. It puts your happiness in the hands of forces beyond your control. This need for validation creates an emotional roller coaster. One day you feel great because of praise. The next, a lack of attention or a single criticism can send you into self-doubt. Stoicism teaches us to anchor our self-worth in our virtues, actions, and personal growth, not in the opinions of others. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." True confidence comes from knowing that what you are doing aligns with your values, regardless of outside opinions. The next time you catch yourself seeking validation, pause and ask, do I truly need this approval? If you are proud of your efforts, that should be enough. While feedback can be valuable for improvement, your sense of worth should always come from within, not from fleeting external recognition. 3. Being a slave to your emotions. Picture yourself at a family gathering. A relative makes a comment about your recent life choices, maybe about your career, relationship, or lifestyle. It stings. A rush of anger and defensiveness wells up, and before you know it, you snap back with a sharp reply, creating tension in the room. This is what happens when emotions control you rather than the other way around. Emotions are a natural part of life, and they provide important insights into our state of mind. But when left unchecked, they dictate our actions, leading to regrettable decisions, unnecessary conflict, and inner turmoil. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The Stoics believed that while we can't always control our initial emotional reactions, we can control how we respond to them. The next time you feel an intense emotion rising, whether from a difficult conversation, a stressful situation, or a personal setback, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is my immediate reaction the best response? Will acting on this emotion bring me peace or create more problems? By practicing this pause, you develop emotional resilience. You learn to act from a place of reason and wisdom rather than being impulsively carried away by feelings. This self-mastery is what separates a reactive person from a truly strong and disciplined individual. 4. Pursuing excessive pleasure. Imagine walking into an extravagant banquet. The table is overflowing with delicious dishes, luxurious desserts, and an endless supply of drinks. It's tempting to indulge without restraint, savoring every bite and every sip. But as the night goes on, that initial excitement fades. Soon, you're left feeling sluggish, overstuffed, or even regretful. This is the trap of excessive pleasure. There is nothing wrong with enjoying the good things in life, food, entertainment, material comforts. But when the pursuit of pleasure becomes an obsession, it leads to dissatisfaction rather than fulfillment. Seneca warned us about this when he said, "Slavery resides under marble and gold." In other words, the constant chase for indulgence can imprison us. The more we indulge, the more we crave, and the less satisfied we become. Think about modern technology. The thrill of buying the latest smartphone is undeniable, but how long does that excitement last before you start wanting the next version? The same happens with binge-watching shows, endlessly scrolling on social media, or chasing the next luxury purchase. These things offer temporary highs, but rarely lasting fulfillment. To break free from this cycle, practice moderation and mindfulness. Before indulging, ask yourself, is this truly adding value to my life? Am I seeking temporary pleasure or long-term fulfillment? By developing self-discipline, you create space for deeper, more meaningful joys that aren't dependent on momentary satisfaction. 5. Living in the past. Imagine sitting on your porch, watching a beautiful sunset. The sky is painted in shades of orange and purple. The air is calm, but your mind is miles away, trapped in memories of mistakes, regrets, or missed opportunities. We all reflect on the past from time to time, but when it becomes an obsession, it prevents us from fully experiencing the present. Dwelling on past events is like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. It slows you down, drains your energy, and prevents you from seeing the opportunities in front of you. Epictetus famously said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." It's not past events that cause suffering, but our continued focus on them. Consider two old friends who reunite after years apart. One talks only about regrets, missed chances, and lost relationships. The other reflects on lessons learned, the people they've met, and the future ahead. Both lived through the same years, but their perspectives are completely different. To escape the chains of the past, practice presence. When your mind drifts backward, gently pull it back to the present. Engage in activities that anchor you in the now. Meditation, journaling, deep conversations, or even a simple walk outside. Every moment is a new chance to write your story. Don't let past pages hold you back from the chapters still to be written. 6. Obsessing over the future. Now imagine the opposite. You're on a peaceful vacation at the beach. The waves are crashing, the breeze is cool, but instead of enjoying the moment, your mind is racing with worries. An upcoming deadline, a financial decision, or a potential problem that hasn't even happened yet. While planning for the future is important, constantly living in a state of what if only creates anxiety. The mind becomes trapped in hypothetical scenarios, always looking ahead without ever truly enjoying the now. Marcus Aurelius warned against this when he said, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." Picture two students preparing for an important exam. One spends all their time worrying about failure, imagining worst-case scenarios. The other focuses on studying, doing their best with the time they have. Both have the same test ahead, but their mental states are entirely different. To avoid getting stuck in this loop of future anxiety, practice mindfulness and presence. Whenever you catch yourself worrying about the future, ask, "Is this something I can take action on right now? Is my worry solving anything? Or is it just making me anxious?" By shifting your focus to what you can do in the present, you not only reduce stress, but also make better, clearer decisions. The future will come regardless. What matters is how you prepare for it today. 7. Seeking perfection in everything. You're hosting a dinner party. The guests are enjoying themselves, the atmosphere is lively, and the food is delicious. But instead of enjoying the moment, you're fixated on a minor imperfection. The slightly overcooked dish, the misplaced table setting, the way a conversation didn't go exactly as planned. The pursuit of perfection is one of the greatest illusions of modern life. Social media has intensified this pressure, making us believe that everything, our appearance, our careers, our relationships, must be flawless. But perfection is unattainable, and the more we chase it, the more dissatisfied we become. Seneca put it best, "To wish for perfection is a sure way to become unhappy." Striving for excellence is one thing, but obsessing over perfection leads to frustration, self-doubt, and burnout. Think of an artist working on a masterpiece. If they were paralyzed by the fear of imperfection, they would never complete a single piece. Instead, they recognize that beauty often lies in the imperfections, in the human touch. To break free from perfectionism, embrace the good enough mindset. This doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. It means understanding that true progress comes from action, not from endlessly chasing an unattainable standard. When you feel yourself slipping into perfectionism, pause and ask, will this matter in a week, a month, or a year? Am I delaying progress just to achieve an illusion of perfection? By shifting your focus from perfect to purposeful, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and allow yourself to grow. Final thoughts. Reflecting on these 7 anti-Stoic habits, it's clear that self-awareness is key to cultivating a more balanced, peaceful life. No one is immune to these tendencies, but by recognizing them, we can take conscious steps toward improvement. Stoicism isn't about being perfect, it's about progress. It's about learning to detach from unnecessary suffering, focus on what truly matters, and build an inner world that remains steady despite life's challenges. Take a moment to reflect. Which of these habits do you struggle with the most? How can you start shifting your mindset today? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed other habits that challenge your Stoic journey? Let's build a space for meaningful discussion and growth. And if you want more content like this, make sure to follow. We are posting daily to support your journey of personal growth.